In this video, we'll show you how to search for any registered voter in the state or district whose campaign you're in. In this example, I'm in the Arizona statewide coordinated campaign. You can tell that by the name of the campaign at the top left. To search for any registered voter in this state, first click on the magnifying glass at the bottom that says Search. I should see a screen like this. If I'm registered to vote in the state, I'll start by looking myself up. Note you do not have to put in address or street to look someone up. In fact, I can just look up people by last name if I want, or just by street, or just by city. But in this example, I'm going to look myself up by first and last name. Note, if I'm not registered in the state, I will need to think of someone else I know who is registered in the state and type their name. Either way, click the magnifying glass at the bottom. Here I can see anyone registered to vote in this state with my name. It turns out that there are several voters with my name, but let's say this top one is me. So I click on myself, and now I see my voter profile. What can I do here? Well, first, I want to add this voter to my network. To do that, you'll see a bright blue button at the top that says Add to my network. This is the most important button in this app, and it's what makes this app different from any texting program or phone banking that I've ever done. Once I click Add to my network, two things happen. First, the campaign knows that I know this person, so they don't have to rely on a stranger cold calling them ever again. And second, I can track whether this person voted or not, so I can remind them. You can see why this is so powerful. But if I don't add them to my network, none of these things happen. So it's very important that I add every voter I know to my own personal network. Depending on the campaign, I can also choose how I know this person, as a friend, as a family member, etc. If your campaign gives you the option, click Self for yourself. Next, I can survey this voter or confirm that they have a plan to vote. Since it's me, I'm going to mark Strong Harris and click Save. Once I click Save, I should see the color behind my name turn dark blue. If I had marked myself as Strong Republican and clicked Save, I would have turned red. Next, find location. It should be after survey and contact info. Depending on your screen, you may need to slide a little bit to the right. When you click on location, if you see a number next to that, that means there are extra registered voters in this house. In this case, there's 2 extra registered voters. If you see any extra registered voters, click on the first voter and add them to your network as well. This one I'm going to add as a family member. And if you can, survey them as well. So I'm going to add them as Strong Harris as well. If there's another registered voter in the house, click on location again and add that person to your network and click Save and turn all of them dark blue. Looks like I turned myself red, so I can click on myself again, turn myself dark blue, and click Save again. And now all of us have been added to my network and I've surveyed all of us. The reason that this is so important is because often our friends will vote, but their husband, their mother-in-law, their child, etc., who lives in the same house does not vote. We can get lots of extra votes from household members simply by adding them to our network. So please make sure not to forget and add them too. One other thing before we leave here. If I slide all the way to the right, I'll see 2 extra tabs. One tab says Details. Here I can see if this voter is registered with a party. After Details, you can see Voting History. I can see if my contact has missed any recent elections. If they have, they are a great person to reach out to because they might miss this election too if I don't remind them. So that's how you add anyone to your voter network just by searching for them. Remember, you can add anyone to your network one by one, but if they're not already in your phone book, you must search for them and add them to your network. So this would include yourself, people you're in social media groups with, people you met while canvassing, people you're adding from a list or a directory, any of the above. In the next video, however, we'll show you how to build your network very quickly from your existing contact list.